Okay, so I also want to, where did my screen share go? There it is. We're going to share that. Okay, so I'm going to share with you my back office. And we're going to share on there. Are you there? You guys are still there? You can see everything that I'm doing?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, good, because for whatever reason, I can't see you guys anymore. So here we go. So when you guys log into your back office, this is your dashboard. So when you log in, it's going to say your name at the side there, and then it's going to say, like, you can go to your dashboard. This is the page that you want to be checking probably about every day is a good thing to do. A couple of things here, main things here is the subscription needs to be on, and that's for perks points. Okay, so we're going to get into perks points in a little bit, but I definitely want everybody to make sure that their subscription is green and it says on. Okay, this is your personal volume points. Okay, we'll talk about that a little bit later. These are your points for ranking up. And then this is over here in the blue, it's for your new ambassadors. So if you add anybody this month, then it's going to populate in there. But if you're a new ambassador, which I am going to assume everybody is, or perhaps everybody like me just needs a refresher, right here at the top, it says, if you're a new ambassador, please click here. So we're going to click on that, and it takes us to a completely different page. Again, if my computer decides to work, go ahead, computer. I wish I could see you guys, because like, it's weird not being able to see you guys.
Talking to yourself, hey?
I do. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but that's fine. Okay. So this is brand new. Like, they just put this out. I don't know. It wasn't available like a month ago. So this is brand spanking new. So this is a quick start guide for any new ambassadors or anybody that wants like training on what to do. The best thing to do, you can click see day 1, day 2, day 3, and resources. I mean, they couldn't make it any simpler than this, right? So if you go to day 1, there's like, you can kickstart your success. You can talk, this talks about how to talk to people about Plexus if you want to. And when we say talk and share with people, it's basically like when you find a really good restaurant, you share that with your friends. When you find a really good movie that you've enjoyed, you share that experience with your friends. When you go to Sephora and you find the best foundation you've ever used, you share that with your friends. That's all that we're doing. We are not selling, we are sharing. If people want more information, by all means, we give it to them. If they don't, that's okay too. So I don't want anybody to stress about that, okay? How to start Plexus products. There's a video here in this third box. And it also talks about, there's a video talking about lifetime habits, like healthy habits, okay? There's a digital success kit, and this is just a kit that they've put together to make your experience as an ambassador the best experience you could possibly have. It reviews the products. It talks about how to talk to people and how to build a business if that's something that you're interested in doing. Then there's a group here about, it says on mine, it says Plexus Canada, but if you're in the States, it's going to say the US Plexus or Plexus Worldwide. And these are just community groups that you can join. You don't need to join all the groups, but you know, knowing I have myself set up in the ambassador group, and I have myself set up in the general Plexus Worldwide group on Facebook, because that's where a lot of my notifications and news come from. And then of course there's Team Awesome. So if you haven't added your people to Team Awesome, do that. It's what we do with every single person, whether they want to build a business or not. It's a great way for you to introduce them and to show them the culture that we have with Plexus, which is one of the standout qualities of the company. And then you can enroll yourself in training. So definitely in the States, I know we're having difficulty here in Canada, but you can actually text train me to a number, and they will send you text messages of any training that corporate is doing. So it's a great way for you to keep on top of that. And then there's a YouTube channel. I mean, there's all the things. Day 2 talks about being a product of the product. I want to bring your attention to the third box here. These here are videos. There's a video for the Slim, the Lean, the Vital Biome, and X Factor Plus. Those are our popular, products. And so there's some videos there those are quick and easy videos, okay? in number 1, you do have product cards in like a flip book kind of scenario, and then you've also got like a product catalog as well. There's other places online that you can find this in your back office, but this is basically a really quick and easy way to find everything. It talks about Plexus perks. It talks about your biggest savings. So if your person hasn't shopped welcome packs, this is a great way for them to look at it before they go in and try to order something. This is just a PDF file and they can kind of scroll through it that way. Okay, and then there's a way to track your wins as well. Day 3, I mean, I don't know about you guys, this couldn't be easier. You just go and you click on whatever day you want to, right? But there's ambassador training and support. If you want to build a business, this is where you come. You're going to come, you're going to do leads you didn't know you have, how to reach out to your friends and family. There's a video there, a video about sharing Plexus. There is a scripts workbook, okay, that you can click on, and it gives you a bunch of different scripts for a bunch of different scenarios. It's basically like a flow chart. So if
that's
you
what I have you for.
I know, right? But if in the event I am not on my phone and I don't get your message, this is a great place to come, right? And then of course, there's ways to earn cash. There's the Fast Start flyer and trackers. So if any of your people want to jump in on the business right now, they are considered that within their first 30 days, they're going to be able to get more bonuses if this is something, if they attain silver within the first 15 days, then I think within the first 30 days, there's like another bonus as well. So, and then of course, how to share Plexus on social media. And then these are all quick start resources here at the bottom. So a couple of different videos here. It talks about the Nourish One initiative, which is amazing. I don't know if you know this, but Plexus has partnered with this Nourish One initiative. Okay, they've partnered with St. Mary's Food Bank, I think, in the States, and Feeding America. And for every bag of lean they sell, they donate 14 meals to the food banks. In Canada, it works out the same. For every bag of lean we sell here in Canada, they donate 14 meals to Canada's food banks. So that's something. So if people are looking to make sure that their dollars are, you know, going to community resources and are doing like a good deed, this is a great way for them to do that, right? And so that is the basics. How to rank up to silver is there at the bottom. So this is just like right on that front page of your dashboard, okay? Anywhere that I go, I come over here, I hit my dashboard, it takes me right back to where we started, okay? So again, we want our subscriptions on. That's key. We want to make sure all of our customers and all of our ambassadors have that on, because down here is our Plexus perks, okay? Plexus perks allow us to get product for free. So it's you see here, my perks balance is 800. That's because I'm letting them build up because I want my Joyome for free. And my Joyome happens to be one of the most expensive perks, right? They cost the most perks on that, okay? But you just click on that and it goes my perks, redeem perks, how the program works, the whole thing. My redemption is available, okay? And every time your subscription goes through, you earn more perks. If one of your ambassadors says, I have too much product and I don't want my subscription to go through, then what they can do is they go to this little bubble. It's going to have their initials in it. It drops down menu, subscription. They click on that, okay? And it populates their subscriptions. And I think both of you know how to do this because you've done it yourselves. You hit your subscription that you want to view and edit, okay? And rather than them turning them off, you want them to bump it to a different day, because when they turn it off, they're going to lose their perks. So you want them to keep those subscriptions on, and if they need to change it for a month out or a couple of weeks out, they simply do this. They hit their change date button and then they move the date to whatever works for them, okay? Because you don't want them losing those perks. Absolutely not.
I'll have to send this part to my cousin.
Yeah, we don't want anybody losing perks because that's people losing free product. We don't want that. Now, you don't get perks every month. You get perks every month that your subscription ships. So if they push it a month, they're not going to get perks for that month, but it keeps them qualified to get perks the next time, and they don't lose the perks that they've already accumulated. So that's really important, okay? Now, while we're just in here really quickly, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're ever looking for your website information, it says here on the side underneath like address, book name, whatever, it says my site. You can click on that. That'll populate your website so you can give that out to people. I don't give my website out to people unless I know they are for sure wanting to sign, because when you go through the website, it doesn't give you the information that people really need to build value in the product, okay? And then you also have a sampling link. So if you're
I
talking to
found that the
people,
other night.
yeah. So a sampling link is really great because you can send that to somebody and they can just order a sample. They don't have to order an entire like welcome pack or an entire combo. They can order a sample and they can get a 3-day sample or a 10-day sample depending on what it is. Now I know in the States, you actually have 3-day samples. I don't think they're subscription boxes, but you have 3-day sample boxes and people are running 3-day challenges. So they're bringing people together for 3 days. They're getting people to sign up and get this 3-day box. And I think it comes with 3 different products. Slim is definitely one of them. There might be like MetaBurn or Blocker, like there's a couple of different products in there. I don't have access to that information. But definitely take a look at that, Misty, and see. You wouldn't actually even log into your back office. You would just go to your website and you would just shop as if you were a customer, somebody new, and it's because it would be under a one-time order. And people are running challenge groups with people for 3 days, which is really kind of great. Okay, so out of here, I'm gonna go back to my virtual office.
She might need to mute her
Yeah,
side.
I'm wondering if there's any way that I can do that for her. Yes, I've muted her now. Okay, so I'm going back to the virtual office here. And on the gray side here where my mouse is, this is huge. This is where I spend the majority of my time. It has a training center in here. Okay, it's got a resource library. New ambassadors start here. That's going to send you back to the page we started at the beginning. Okay, resource library is great. It's got a whole bunch of different things that you can learn. There's product training in here. There's all of the incentives and promotions for the current month. What you can do internationally, because you can actually talk to people in New Zealand, Australia, Mexico, Canada, and the United States are the 5 countries that Plexus is allowed to be sold, and everybody there can build a business, which is amazing. Okay.
I
It's
see
all,
the 3-day challenge that you were talking about.
okay, perfect. So yeah. And then they've got training videos, how to onboard and recruit people, all that kind of stuff. A great way to start sharing. It talks about the behaviors that you can do to start sharing here. So it's the resource library is a pretty quick and easy way for you to find some stuff. Okay. Sharing Plexus. This one is where I go to when somebody says to me, can you send me the information? I want the ingredient list on the Slim. So I go to Sharing Plexus and I click on products. Okay. And see, here's a drop-down menu for Canada. That's depending on who I'm talking to. I have to change this, right? If I'm talking to my friend in Australia, I'm going to change it to Australia because then those
Because
products
you guys
are available there.
don't allow nasty ingredients and products.
Exactly, right? And Mexico now has their own as well. And if you go into the Mexico one, if you're dealing with somebody who is more fluent in Spanish, obviously, than they are in English, then it's a great resource to have because everything is in Spanish. So you could send them the video and it's going to be in the language that they are most comfortable in. Okay. So we've got our products here. Basically, you can just click on this here and if say we wanted Slim, so I'll go to weight management. Keep that Canadian. Okay. So if somebody's looking for the ingredients, the best thing to do, see, we've got Slim Hunger Control. You want to make sure you know which Slim they're talking about, right? Anything that says info sheet is going to be the sheet that you want to send to people if they're looking for ingredients, if they're looking for clinical studies, anything like that. That info sheet is huge. But if people want it, we give it to them, okay? Best way to share it, I typically share it through Facebook. There's also, you can share it here through email. So if you go to Facebook from here, you just click on the little F, right, for our Facebook. See, it pops up here that I can say something. Now, I don't want to share, you never share this to your news story or your feed. You don't want to share it on a friend's timeline. You want to share it in a private message. Okay? So you share that in a private message because some people don't want other people to know what they're looking into, right? We always want to
Right.
make sure that our customers feel comfortable talking to us and that we're not blasting everything on social, right? So you share it in a private message, you do a little, you put the name in of the person you're looking for, and then you say, here's the ingredient list. I will touch back with you in 2 days to see if you have any questions. You always want to follow up with people because people get busy. We all lead busy lives. We don't always remember to take care of ourselves and to do the things that are going to be good and beneficial for our own selves. We always tend to put people above ourselves. So it's a good way for them to realize, like, okay, she's going to touch back with me, right? So that's a great way to do that. I'm going to leave that page. Okay. There's going to be like the lean weight management. So if you wanted to send somebody the vegan lean, this is the video. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to hit Facebook. You're going to put it into a private message. You can also, like I say, email people. That's a great way to do it as well. Okay. And that's for basically anything. I just went into like the weight management, but it's for any of the products that we have. Okay. Now, for anybody who is looking to do the business, incentives and recognition. If I go to recognition, this is where Plexus puts up all the recognition of people who've ranked up, people who have who've gotten to be like one of the faster people, anybody who's gone somewhere, right? So even if you get to silver, you get a recognition in here, okay? But what I want you guys to look at is spotlights. If you go to spotlights, diamond documentaries. If you are looking to pour belief into yourself and to realize that any person can do this business, because all you need to do is share it with 3 people, it's me plus 3, you want to look at the Diamond Ambassadors and you want to watch their diamond documentaries. This talks about where they came from, the obstacles that they had to overcome to get here, their story before Plexus, their story during Plexus, and their stories after Plexus. It talks to the people that are closest to them, to their families, and what this has done for their families and what this means for their lives and how it's changed their lives. Some people in here talk about ministries that they've been able to start. I know there's at least one diamond who has started an orphanage in India. I know there's another diamond who has started a human trafficking rescue organization for sex traffic workers. Okay. There's people in here who have overcome the death of a spouse. There are people in here who have come from nothing, where they were like the poorest of the poor and they had no money, not even for their own welcome pack. And they had to borrow their last dollar and they became a diamond. I am telling you, if you are looking for a way to build your belief in how anybody can do this business, you watch one of these documentaries a day, and they're only maybe like 5 to 10 minutes. They're not very long at all. Your belief is going to skyrocket, not only in this business, not only in the compensation plan, but also in yourself. And I highly, highly, highly recommend watching these guys because they are just so inspirational. It's incredible. So that's where I go if I'm feeling like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. And I have a lot of days where I'm like, I cannot do this business. This is ridiculous. Everybody has told me no. I've had somebody slide into my DMs and give me some nasty comments. I've had a really close friend tell me that, I'm only out to sell her product, even though we've been friends for over 8 years. And if I talk to her about Plexus one more time, she's going to drop me as a friend. I have had all that. And so there are days where I have to just sit and watch a diamond documentary and realize that I am here for such a time as this. I am here because I care about people. And if people don't receive it in that manner, that is not my fault. That is on them. That is them projecting something, or they've had a bad experience with maybe another network marketing company, whatever that is. Hopefully you can hash it out. And sometimes you just need to bless and release and move on to the next person. So it's not easy. I'm not going to say it's easy. I am going to say it's simple. It's me plus 3. You get 3 people, you become silver. You get those 3 people to get 3 people, they all become silver. When people start getting money, even if it's 15 bucks, if they start getting paid off of their own product, they are going to start believing in this. Because even $15, like that's an extra something for somebody. Sometimes $15 makes the difference between somebody getting lunch that day and not. So
Very true.
but yeah, so we're going to talk about PV. So your current PV, this is your customer PV as well as your own. PV stands for personal volume. But I obviously had a customer who ordered today, because when I looked at this earlier, it was 0. Everything was 0. And they've ordered 120 PV. She has just made sure that I am commission qualified. You are commission qualified to get any commissions that Plexus wants to send to you, as long as you have 100 PV or more. Now, I don't have to place an order this month if I don't want to. I'm commission qualified. If I want to place an order, I definitely can. But now that I'm commission qualified, if I needed to scale back a little bit and not make as big of an order because, you know, something's happened, our car broke down, like whatever that looks like, I can do that. But I also know I'm still going to get paid. So that's really important. You want to make sure that that's at least 100. The more it is, the more you get paid. Okay. So 100 PV, you're going to get 15% commission over anything over 100. So I'm going to get right now 15% commission on 20. Fine. I always try to shoot for the 500. So remember, that's my order as well as any customers I have. Every customer counts, whether they order a pack together or they order one product and it's a 35-point product or a $35 product, doesn't matter. Everything counts, okay? So I always want to try to hit the 500 PV, because once you hit 500, you get 25% commission as opposed to the 15. So I always try to hit that with my customers, okay? So that could be like Joyome. They have now released a Joyome that does 30 days as opposed to the 60. A lot of my customers ordered the Joyome and they liked the fact that it was for 60, okay, 60 days. So I actually have all of their information to access their accounts to push that back. So that's what I'm talking about. If you have customers who come to you and say, listen, I can't afford it this month, but I can definitely afford it next month, I'm getting a check or whatever, then you can help them push that back. I do not recommend managing people's accounts. I started managing people's accounts because I thought it would be a great way to do customer service for them, but it keeps them out of their back office. It doesn't encourage them to delve any further into their back office to see what other products are there, what other things they might want to add to their regime. Because if they love one product, chances are they're going to love something else. But they're not in their back offices. They're not looking. They're not going through any of this stuff. I'm doing it for them. So I don't recommend you do that unless you're dealing with somebody who isn't going to order unless you do the work.
Right.
So I've done that. I have a good friend that I do that with. It's her Joyome, and she orders the 60-day. She loves the 60-day. She calls me to let me know if she needs it pushed up. It's always that she needs it pushed up. I don't know if she's using more than 3 pumps, but she always is calling me, asking me to push it up or to reorder it for her. And if she doesn't call me, I automatically go in. When I see that her order has shipped, I go in and I change the next order for 60 days out, right? So I just push it a month. So then that way she's not getting it every single month. Because with the Joyome, 60 days, they don't want it every single month. But now they have the 30-day offer. So, I mean, there's that.
Trina, do you need to be unmuted?
Oh,
No,
she-
I'm sorry. I'm good here. I'm trying to figure things out here. Oh, actually, I'm going to mute myself because my other person just came here.
Okay.
So I am still listening though.
Okay. Okay. So I was going to say something about that. I can't remember. It's gone from my mind, but that's fine. Oh, over in this corner here, how can we help? Okay. Help Center is a bunch of, it's like troubleshooting, right? It's frequently asked questions and answers. So if you can't find the answer I'm not available, nobody's answering you in a chat, whatever, go to Help Center and ask. If you still can't find it, hit live chat. That'll connect you to the head office immediately. And somebody will jump on that live chat with you and help you find the answers you're looking for. If you choose that you don't like to do live chat because you don't want to talk to people, or maybe you aren't in a place where you have a good internet connection to do the live chat, the phone number for the office that you're trying to get a hold of, this is the Canadian phone number. I don't know if it's different for the States, but I know that this is the Canadian number that takes us directly to the customer service people that deal with Canada. It'll be right there and you can just make your phone call. So as long as you have your phone with you, you have access to your back office, you have access to how to connect with Plexus head office right away. So it's always good to know that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I really wanted to cover tonight. Do you have any questions? Remember, I can't see you, so you have to like tell me. You have to like. I don't know why I can't see you.
Okay, oh, because you're screen sharing now.
Right. I gotta figure. I'm not gonna stop screen sharing because unless you don't have a question on this.
I mean, really, no, I thought I had a question, but I don't.
Okay.
But just going back to like the whole lean thing.
Yep.
So for one bag of lean, they donate 14 meals.
Yes, because each bag of lean contains 14 meals. So for one bag of lean,
that is awesome.
They donate 14 meals.
That is.
I was on a call
awesome.
on Monday. And I want to say that the number was they've donated over 6 million meals this year, or since this started. I guess it's a lot. It's millions. We used to have a count on our, not on the back office, but when you first logged in, there used to be like a count on how many meals had been shared. But for some reason, my website hasn't been letting me log out. So I can't actually figure that out. But yeah, there used to be a count. I'm sure if you texted head office, they would be able to tell you how many it's been. But yeah.
Now, is that something that we could totally share?
Absolutely.
Like, okay.
Yeah, it's public knowledge. Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to see if it's on the 15,208,072 meals for children and families.
There you go. Yeah, I knew it was close to 16. Yeah, 16 million. So yeah, 15 million. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I mean, and it's not, I mean, yes, it is, like Feeding America. That's amazing. But what some of Canadian people I have spoken to about it, they're like, well, that's great for Canada, for the US, but what about Canada? Like, we have people who are hungry here. And the great thing is that they do the same thing here. So every bag of lean that's sold in Canada, they're donating those 14 meals to a Canadian food bank. Every bag of lean that's done in America, they are donating 14 meals to Feeding America. So
that's awesome.
This is one of the reasons why I absolutely love this company. I mean, not only do they do this, and this is an ongoing thing. This isn't like, okay, for the first 6 months that lean is out, this is what we're doing. This is for as long as we have lean, this is what we're doing. So it started from day one when they announced the lean line, the lean product line. And lean, you can get it in whey protein, you can get it in a vegetarian blend, or you can get it in a vegan blend. So there is zero reason to not share it, because every single person has tried a protein powder at some point, right? And now this is it's a protein powder, yes, but it is, sorry, Zoom just popped something up on my thing. I'll just get rid of that. It is a protein powder, but it is a meal replacement. So it's kind of like Ensure or Boost, I guess. So it's great for elderly people who are looking for really good protein and really good meal replacement. It's great for anybody who's on the go. And the versatility of it is amazing because 2 scoops equals a meal. So 14 meals. 1 scoop equals a snack. So like for Lila, for instance, she doesn't need an entire 2 scoops. I give her 1 scoop. and she'll have that, and that'll get her through like the afternoon before dinner. Like if she's just a little hungry, I just give her something like that, and it's great. Works out well. So
Interesting. Which one is your favorite?
I like the vanilla because I like the diversity of it. I don't know. Can you still see me? Cadence, can you turn that light on behind me? I don't know if that's going to
Yeah,
make
we
it
can.
better.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see me. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I like the vanilla because I can throw it in with any other ingredients. So if I wanted to like have like a strawberry smoothie or something, then I can do that. I mean, chocolate, you can do the same, but I like the vanilla. The mocha, the vegetarian mocha is really good too. And I used to use that and I would add chocolate to it, like cocoa powder, right? To that as well. And it made it like more of a coffee chocolate mocha kind of flavor, which was really nice. So it's good. There's good ways to play around with it. So I like it for that versatility as well. But yeah, anybody who's like, oh, you know, I take Vega protein powder because that's what I used to buy for Ed. I put him on the lean because it has way more of all of the things that he needs because he didn't need a protein powder. He needed a meal because when he's a chef and in the kitchen and they're not eating, protein helps sustain him, but he really needed a meal. So I got him this and I shaker bottle and put it in a shaker bottle and take it. And he's great because it's like him actually getting a meal. It doesn't matter that he's drinking it, it's fine. Yeah, is there anything else that I can talk to you about? I stopped sharing my screen, right? Because I am going to show you something in Facebook. Let me just get rid of all
You didn't stop sharing the Plexus screen.
Okay.
I'm curious, how are you liking the collagen? Because I know you and I were.
Yeah, so I've used it for a month. And then I sent my second month shipment down to my mother-in-law with some of the other products that I get from the States because they're not available here in Canada, like the Ease cream, which is my favorite. And so with that, oh, there we are. I've got all you people back. So yeah, so I sent it to her and then this whole COVID thing happened and now my collagen is sitting at her house.
Oh no.
Yeah, because collagen is on our NFR list. So for Canadians, we have a not for resale list of certain products that we can get from the United States. We just cannot sell them here in stores. Anything that's on our Canadian website, we can sell in stores. But anything that's on that list, we can't. But we can use it for personal use. So that's the kids' vitamins. That's Mega X, which is our omegas. That is the collagen. There aren't that many things on that list now. Oh, and that's the ProBio 5. We have ProBio CA now, but that's the ProBio 5. So all of those things are there. And because the collagen was going to be shipped up from the States anyways, and I was making an order of something that I can't get in Canada, not even on the NFR list, the Ease cream. And I was sending that to my mother-in-law. I was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to send the collagen as well and save myself like the separate shipping and all this nonsense. Well, now I'm waiting.
So the Ease cream is not available to you guys, but it is to us?
Yeah. Yeah. And you could build this business off of Ease alone. Inflammation. People have joint pain. People have back pain. People have migraines. People have headaches. People have all of this pain. The Ease cream and the Ease capsules are my absolute favorite. My absolute favorite. I could use that Ease cream when I was having a really, really bad period cramps, right? I could put that Ease cream on. In less than 5 minutes, my cramps were gone.
No way, really?
In less than 5 minutes, that Ease cream.
Oh my God.
The time we were at convention, we did talk to them and we said, okay, listen, we want you to bring the Ease cream to Canada. And they said that there wasn't enough of a demand. And I was like, I will fill my bathtub myself because I need this. If the kids have a headache, I would just put a little bit here, done.
Not enough of a demand?
There wasn't enough of a demand for it here in Canada.
Because we
Well,
haven't
they're
heard
shoot-
about it and we don't know how good it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they're shooting themselves in the foot now, aren't they?
Well, but that's, yeah, like, I mean, that we told them, we filled out like all the forms and stuff. We were like, no, you need to bring it. It needs to be one of the things that you put through Canada, like put through the government so that we can use it because it's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, but honestly, if you know of anybody that's got inflammation, if you know of a chiropractor who's dealing with people with pain, any of the ease has 4 ingredients. 4. That's it. They're all natural. Okay. And the cream has more than 4, but it's like got a pepperminty kind of thing. And I know people use essential oils, which are great. I use essential oils as well. But for really fast, quick pain relief, peppermint from essential oils is not going to help me with my period cramps.
No.
Peppermint from essential oils is not going to help my husband with hurting feet at the end of a 14-hour shift. It might help with my headache.
No, yeah.
But yeah, no, amazing.
Because
So
what I use right now is literally from like a local lady that lives here. She makes her own stuff, and this has cayenne pepper,